There we go. Oh, jeez. Is this working? Okay. That's working. That's up. Okay. What's going on, guys? We are live and ready to go. So here, I'm just going to hop in. No sense in waiting for everyone to show up. Oh, I'm fast. Morning, guys. We have some endeavors I want to go through today. And, should be interesting, to say the least. Actually, we have lots of paper in here. Let's get some rockets. There we go. Actually, probably don't need that. A Gilfor out there just screaming his head off. Okay. So here, let's tidy this up a little bit by getting rid of some stuff, because we're going to need to be able to carry a bunch of sand. If you haven't already guessed, we're going to try and drain an ocean monument. Now, I've only done this a few times, and I've definitely never done it in hardcore. I think I've done it like twice, maybe 3 times, but I'm pretty sure it's only twice. So, we definitely need to be careful. But I think we have enough gravel to where we can get at least most of it more or less cut off. Basically, all we need to be able to do is make like a strip and then just like move the wall of the strip every time I need to delete more sand or delete more water. So I'm hoping that we can get there and, you know, lay down everything as quick as possible. The other thing I'm sort of hoping, and I don't actually know if this is true, is if we use the invisibility potion we got yesterday, I'm wondering if we'd be able to use that to our advantage and not get shot. Because I know, like, with armor on and stuff, things can still see you. But I know that the visibility of your character changes depending on... I don't even know why I have this on me. Weird. Your visibility of your character changes depending on how much armor you're wearing. So it's my hope that if we do this, and we won't get mining fatigue, thankfully, because of already defeating the big bad of this place. But I'm hoping we should be able to do this without being spotted too much. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. That actually does quite a bit of damage, so we need to be actually super careful about that. I think we're just gonna have to circle around and hope we're not getting shot at. So it's gonna be a bit of a process to do this without dying. But I think if we just keep breaking line of sight, we should be fine. But the idea, hopefully, is to be able to fill all this in. And it's going to be a little bit of a process here, but I think we'll be okay. As long as we're pretty active about getting out of the way. We do have our totem of undying as well, so we should be able to fly away if any danger shows up. But let's hopefully try and get a bunch of this done. I don't know if we'll get the full thing done today, but the thing is like ocean monuments aren't even really that big, so if we can just do the outside and keep the inside full of water, I'm even fine with just getting that done today. It's just a matter of how fast can we lay down all the gravel. This one's not too far underwater as well, so I'm hoping that means we won't need nearly as much gravel to get through this and finish it up. Thankfully, we don't have mining fatigue as well. Oops. You know, this is actually taking a lot more gravel than I anticipated, so hopefully we have enough with that double chest, but I'm starting to have my doubts now. I didn't realize how far down this would have to go. It's true, like, this isn't really that deep of an ocean monument, like, it's right near the surface. So I didn't expect that, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, there we go. Thankfully, it appears that I'm not getting shot anymore, so hoping we can at least get one of the walls filled in super quick. Okay. I actually don't see a lot of them anymore, so I'm assuming a bunch of them despawned. If that's the case, I kind of want to do this. 1, 2... Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, if I can at least get this wall done, we kind of have an idea of how wide this needs to be. So hoping we can start sectioning this off so that even if some of them do spawn, they spawn inside this wall. And I don't know how long the invisibility potion is going to last, but I actually don't even know how to make invisibility. I'm assuming it has something to do with gold carrots. My guess is you make a mundane potion and then you just make a night vision potion and it does the opposite. Instead of night vision, it gives you night not vision. But I actually don't know if that's how it works, so we're gonna have to figure it out. Yep. I've seen other people online do this really, really fast, and I don't get how they can drain ocean monuments so quickly. Like, I've seen, like, other people like Philza and stuff who have these like massive cleared out areas of water, and I'm just like, how? But the important thing is if we do this, we can get a bunch of prismarine for conduits and a bunch of sea lanterns for our house. Because, I don't know about you guys, but I think sea lanterns are pretty cool. And then we also need to get frog lights at some point as well. Oh. You... oh, I'm actually out of gravel. That's not good. So let's finish off what we have, and then we'll head home. Thankfully, home is super close. There we go. I always love that little trick, how if you land in the water while you're flying, you can kind of like keep flying while you're underwater. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna need a lot more gravel. Here, let me sleep, because I don't want to do this in the dark. My invisibility just wore off, so I kind of want to see like how much that was actually helping. So if it was a lot, then I'll come back and make some. But oh, get over here. Okay, well this dude can die. Just trying to make a wall. It's probably the one I smacked. He's probably not too happy with me. Oh. I'm assuming there's a way easier way to do this, but I don't really know it, so unless you guys have some ideas, I'm just going to keep doing it my way. Ow. I'm wondering if going up like this is actually faster. It kind of seems like it. Alright. Yeah, I think that's faster. As weird as it sounds, I think going two at a time is faster than just laying down like a big row and then doing the entire row. Ow. Don't do that. You know what? Screw it. I'll get string. Just because I don't want to deal with these guys. Oh, it's rain. Okay, I thought I was getting shot. Alright, almost there. Honestly, even if I can just block off like this bottom part here so that they can't get me from underneath, I feel like that's going to be like a huge help. Then if they spawn in down here, they're just stuck. Even though this is technically slower. Let me block this off. There we go. Hopefully a bunch of them get stuck under there. Oh, I need air. That's an important part of the process, I think, is being able to breathe. Hey, there's a dolphin here. Unfortunately, I don't want there to be. I wonder if they know. They're just like, oh my god, like, he's blocking us in. Quick, kill him. Who knows? This dude. Get out of here. Alright, hopefully we can kind of keep them at bay for a little bit. Okay. My guy. This dolphin. There we go. Alright, let's get some air. Without getting shot, hopefully. There. And now we just need to fill in the rest of this, and we will have our first wall done. There we go. Now we're going fast enough that I'm hoping they won't be able to shoot at us. I wish it wasn't raining though. I keep getting sketched out that I'm getting shot. I can't really like tell when I get close to the surface if I'm getting shot or if it's the rain. It's kind of the same audio effect as you go up. There we go. Sorry, I'm kind of speedrunning this because I do have to do tea time in a sec. But I'm hoping I can get through this fast enough to finish off the wall here. Again, I've never really done this in hardcore, so this is kind of a first for me. go. And that will be the wall here. Actually, I do need to put this here. There we go. Awesome. All right, first wall done, and it took half a double chest. So, from what I can tell, we're gonna need a double chest worth of gravel just to do this. Which is fine. It's gonna take a lot of sponge though. Sponge boy me, Bob. Here, let me just do this for convenience sake. Ow, ow, ow. Stop it, stop it, stop it. So, let's go get some gravel. But it's looking good so far. We did that pretty quickly, so I'm optimistic this won't take forever, but I am wondering if we're going to have to end up using dirt at some point, or sand. Which is fine if we do. We do actually have a bunch of the red sand. I can just recover it after the fact. Jesus, dolphin. But, we'll have to see, right? So, I've already used basically a double chest of gravel just to do this, so it kind of depends how things work out. This should be enough to get me through most of the second wall, and then we should be able to start draining some of it, which I'm hoping will help me not get shot anymore. But we'll see. I would like to get this one out of the boat, especially. That's the one that's like really bothering me right now. Okay, we're not messing around in a thunderstorm. For that reason exactly. Let's head back. Oh geez, oh geez. Yeah, no, let's geez. Let's get back in the house. We're gonna sleep right through that one. And unfortunately, it looks like I am getting shot at a lot, so I don't know if invisibility will actually help. But I'm thinking we try our best right now to do this without getting shot. And then kind of go from there. I'm wondering if it'll be easier if I do it from the surface. Because I can just like kind of hop in the water like that. But these guys are not making it easy on me, that's for sure. I don't know if I can actually shoot these guys. Yeah, see, they kind of get thrown back. Oops. Nope, don't do that. See, I need rockets to be able to get away, so that was kind of a dumb idea. Alright, I think we just need to get in here and kill this guy. Like, as much as I don't want to deal with them. Because, wow, there's a lot of these spawn. I'm just going to start at the other side, then. If they're all going to sit right here, then might as well start on this side. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Since you guys are going to be jerks and not let me do this... hoping I can lay down the wall fast enough to, like, break their line of sight. There we go. Here. Let me get air before I start choking to death. There we go. Not really much word on my grandmother for anyone who was checking out the stream. My mom did kind of give us an update before I went to bed last night and said she's not looking good, but there's family around her, so that's good. For anyone else who wasn't in the stream, I did end up finding work, finally. So, streaming schedule may change in the near future. Or, well, it kind of has to change in the near future, so I won't say may, it's going to. I am going to try and get some stuff in terms of long-form content. So, oh, they attack squids. I didn't know that. Huh. That's an interesting development. I'm wondering if I just put a bunch of mobs here, it'll distract them. I can just throw a bunch of, like, chicken eggs or something. But yeah, the streaming schedule is definitely going to have to change. I don't really have a set plan for that yet. I have some ideas, though. There we go. Gives me a little bit of cover, at least. There. Okay, give me 1 second. I just need to do the tea. Oh, everyone just showed up right as I'm about to go do the tea. Great. Yeah, give me 1 second. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I am back. Just had to talk to my wife for a sec. Actually, I should probably go on this side of the wall, where the safety is. You know, who would have guessed that dunking myself into a watery pit full of monsters that shoot you with line of sight, the solution would be to break the line of sight. I know, shocker. But yeah, as for streaming schedule, it is gonna have to change soon, because I did finally get that job. I accepted it last night, so I'm gonna start trying to do some long-form content stuff. I don't really have an exact plan yet, but I do have some ideas brewing in my head, so once I get all that figured out, I will let you guys know, and we can kind of go from there. For now, though, until basically the end of this week, things are going to be basically the same. But the new job does start next Monday, so we're going to have to come up with an idea of a streaming schedule that works good for you guys. To be blunt, I would prefer not to have to get up at like 4 in the morning to stream, so the time for the stream may have to change, which I know is kind of inconvenient for people on the other side of the world, but we'll see. And yeah, we'll have to go from there. Hey, Monkey Plays. Thanks for checking out the stream. You are the first in chat today. How's your day going? Nice world, thank you. I'm trying to drain this ocean monument out, but these guys are not making it easy, that's for sure. I'm hoping I can get at least the second wall done here, and then I can start using sponge to get rid of some of the water. And that'll hopefully drive all of them to the other side of the building, so... this guy just messed up, though. Sir, you are in the wrong spot. You are in the wrong house, my friend. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? You know, why do you want to drain it? Because I'm going to make a Prismarine farm, and just for fun, because, like, it's fun to do. I want all the sea lanterns out of it. I want the gold out of it. I need the Prismarine to make a bunch of conduits eventually once we get the shells for it, so... I'm hoping that we can drain this pretty quick, and then we can get a bunch of Prismarine and shells and stuff out of it. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second, okay? Alright, we're back. For anyone who's new here, I make my wife's tea for her in the morning, so, you know, it's a very important step in the Minecraft process is making tea for my wife, so, can I, like, get you? It's been stuck in my boat forever. There we go. But yeah, no, I make tea for my wife before she goes to work in the morning, so just wanted to make sure I got that done. And now she's off to work, so I'm sure she'll probably pop into chat later. But for now, okay, there we go. Let's get her going. Try and get this wall filled in as quickly as we can. And then we can start using sponge to take out all the water, which will prevent those guys from being able to spawn. And we can make a little Prismarine farm out of this. Because what will happen is those guys will spawn like crazy, but there'll only be a little bit of water for them to spawn in, so they can only spawn in water. And then we'll make a bit of a trap for them. If we can not die to that. For anyone who wants to see my base, here's my mob spawner, my beacon, and my underwater base that we affectionately call the fishbowl. There's our iron farm. This is Gilmore the Fourth, aka Gil4. This is a zombie that's not supposed to be here. How did you even get here? Get out of here. And then yeah, this is basically like my entire underwater house here. We've been kind of slowly expanding it as we go. But we have our giant farm, we have our redstone farm area, we have our axolotl sort of aquarium here. We have our villager trading post and item sorter and our super smelter. So it's going fairly well, I would say. You know, we're just kind of trying to expand the property a little bit. And the ocean monument's nice and close. So we're just trying to set up a farm there so that we can replace all of our lights with sea lanterns like this. But yeah, no, it's going fairly well, I would say. Let me kind of do this. There we go. And I should probably bring my crafting table. Sorry, I just want to make sure my cat isn't stuck. He's screaming a bunch. Ollie. Where are you, bud? What's going on? Hey. Hey, bud. Little man. There we go. Sorry about that. My cat's here. Little Ollie. He's, I don't just mean cats in Minecraft. I mean my IRL cat. He's, been a little noisy lately. Whenever my wife leaves for work, he just starts screaming his head off. Oops, I had the video paused. Well, looks like you got some time to get caught up now. Alright. So I need to try and get this blocked off, but now they're starting to spawn in here, so it's making it a touch harder to do, to say the least. I wish they would not be in this part of it, but hopefully I can get this wall going. I should actually go get my trident, honestly. Drop it from above water. They can still shoot me above water. So I'm trying to block their line of sight with the wall as I'm building it, so they can't see me. But unfortunately, the ones that are just stuck in the channel already, they already can see me, so. But, well, hopefully not get shot too many times. Like, we have full netherite, so I'm not, like, super worried about it, but I am wearing an elytra, which does kind of significantly debuff my defense a little. So, we just need to be mindful, that's all. But, I'm noticing that they attack squids, which I didn't know. We could actually go grab a bunch of our axolotls, but I'm worried that they'll kill a bunch of them, so I don't want to risk all of our guys dying. That is a an achievement, though, is win a fight with an axolotl, so that is an interesting thing put forth that we could technically do, but I don't think I've ever actually gotten that achievement before. But what we'll do is kind of keep going with this. What's the goal for this hardcore series? I don't know. I kind of started it for fun. And, I've just been kind of chilling with the chat and hanging out with people. Meeting people from around the world, so that's been pretty cool. And, yeah, we already beat the Ender Dragon. We beat a Wither in the same episode as the Resurrected Dragon a couple episodes ago. And as of this episode, actually, this is the longest series on my channel. By both Minecraft day count and also episodes. Season 2 only made it to episode 25 and then I died, so... yeah, no, this is episode 26. So... we're doing pretty well in terms of staying alive in this series. I think the big difference between this series and the last is that I have totems this time around. So even if I do end up in a situation where I could potentially die, I still have a way to get out. How long have I had the channel for? Well, I've had the channel for a long time. Like, a lot longer than I've been, like, uploading on it. But I really started uploading a bunch during, like, the COVID lockdowns. That's kind of when I started taking it a little seriously. And then I took a big break just because, life gets in the way. I got a job, I finished college, and, did other stuff. And then, long story short, I ended up out of work in around March. And, I had some extra time on my hands, so I started streaming just to kind of, fill the gap and try and revive the channel. And now we're going on, like... close to 70 live streams since I started doing that, so it's been kind of an interesting endeavor. Yeah, see, this is why I'm not doing it from the top, because then this happens. Unfortunately, this a-hole is in the channel now that I'm currently putting together, so I can't lay this out without getting shot. What's the peak viewers for my stream? I think the biggest stream I had was, I think, the dragon fight. We got to like 150 or something like that. Usually I average between like 10 and 40, like in that range, but it's been kind of growing lately, so it's kind of hard to say like what the actual number is right now. I have a Discord, and I am also streaming on Twitch as well, so you got to kind of keep that into account when you look at my numbers. Like right now we're at 14 people on YouTube and 1 on Twitch, but other times we've had like, 4 or 5 people on Twitch to kind of add to it. When do I want to hit 5K by? Honestly, by the end of this week. The new people that are not familiar with the channel, I've been looking for work for the past like 8 months, and yesterday during the stream I got the news that I have a new job. So I'm gonna be starting my new job this upcoming Monday. So unfortunately my streaming schedule is gonna have to change a little bit, but ideally I hit 5K before next Monday, but I doubt that'll happen because that's just kind of inconvenient. But I would love that to be the case. So if you guys want to subscribe and help me out with that goal, I'd really appreciate that. We're getting closer and closer. I think we're like 60 something subs away now. Like it's probably like 67, honestly. That's not even a joke. That's like probably actually the number. So if you guys want to help out with that, I would definitely appreciate it. You know, I kind of hate self-promotion, but this is kind of one of those cases where if I don't do it, it's not going to happen. 5K sub special, yeah, maybe this Friday. I was sort of thinking about it, just like fighting the dragon and the wither like over and over again as like a, hey, this is the last stream that's going to be long like this for a while. But I have kind of a busy weekend too, so we'll see. I would like to do that. I don't typically stream on the weekends, but I might actually do it just because of the circumstance. Okay. Let's not do that. But we'll see what happens, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to still stream early in the morning, but in order for me to like keep up with the schedule I've been doing, I essentially have to start streaming at 4 a.m., which I don't think is fair to me or anyone else. I know a lot of people that watch me are from Australia, so it's a little bit different in terms of like time zones and stuff. But I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of taking it day by day. I just found out about the job yesterday, so we will we'll figure it out. Right, Gil 4? Yeah, bro. Happy Gas always looks so stoned. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? I genuinely don't know like what to expect right now, so I'm just kind of keeping things normal, and I'm going to try and get some other stuff recorded so that I can release stuff while I'm working, like long form content, and then we'll kind of go from there. Obviously streaming's a lot of fun, and I don't really want to like give it up or anything, so there, get out of here. Alright, let's see if we can at least get one of these sections tied off before something spawns. Here we go. It is almost night, but I think I can get this filled in before that happens. But yeah, no. So my new job starts at 8 o'clock. So I usually start streaming at 6 in the morning. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but for me it is 6:45 right now, a.m. Just because my wife gets up to go to work early in like my industry. I'm in engineering. Want to clarify, I'm a mechanical engineering technologist, not a PN, just to clarify that. But basically, yeah, it's kind of my norm to like wake up at 5 in the morning for work. So I've just been kind of waking up with my wife and then just starting the stream like almost immediately while she's in the shower, kind of thing. So that might have to change. I might have to start earlier if I want to keep the streams going, which I'm not sure if that's realistic, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. There we go. I would normally fly back because it's nighttime, but I'm feeling pretty safe right now. Depending on how long this takes, too, I don't know if we'll be able to do the whole thing, because I just don't know if I have enough gravel and or sand to do this. Well, actually, I know I don't. So, depending on how this goes, we might have to take a break and go nautilus hunting. How many sponges do I have? 67. Actually, that's weird. That number has come up a lot today. I promise I'm trying not to make the meme. I actually don't really care for the meme, but yeah, no, I actually have, I'm pretty sure, a stack and then +3, so that's 67. So we'll fill this in. Thankfully, I don't need to relocate this one. In my single player file that's not hardcore, I actually have an ocean monument that I disassembled and like rebuilt. So they can be bigger than that, but the problem is like if you make them bigger than this, then you run into the issue of having you have a bunch of the sponge when you put it in, it doesn't like hit all the corners, and because these are all source blocks, it just fills itself back in. So you kind of have to watch and like be careful of that. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab my sponges and some furnaces so that we can cook them on site to hopefully make this a little bit faster. But we have about a stack. Oh, I have 69. I mean, that's also kind of a meme number, so I'll take it. But yeah, we'll take some coal. And we can... Let's see here. I'm trying to think of like the fastest way to dry out sponge. If you put sponges in the nether, they dry out instantly. That is actually true. That would actually might be a little bit faster than what I'm doing. Let's give it a shot. Here, I'll sleep just so that we don't have to deal with any other nonsense. Because I do have another portal in the house. Oh, right, because I got some for killing the Elder Guardians, right? But let's start this process. And unfortunately, I didn't bring my hoe with me. I probably should have. Here, I'm gonna fly back. I'm gonna grab my hoe, and then because that'll make this a little bit of a faster process. There we go. Netherite hoe. Here, we don't need that. Okay. What up, Jeeves? Getting a healthy coating of patina on you. I was 100% sure you weren't going to stream today, lol. Hopefully today was more laid back for you, man. Yeah, like, you know, I'm still waiting to hear on my grandmother, who is currently sitting in the hospital. We heard a bit of news last night that she's not doing super great, so, you know, she's awake and conscious, but she does not look good, is what I'm told, so, just kind of waiting to hear back about that today. And then, past that, yeah, we, you know, got some fast food to celebrate the new job yesterday. Weird. Okay, now this is going to be the fun part. Having to collect all the sponge again. You know, at the beginning of the stream, I was like, oh, this one's not so deep. This isn't so bad, but this is actually kind of bad. It looked like it, at least. Yeah, I thought the same thing. It looked like I duped the sponge somehow. Okay, I'm glad someone else caught that. I like put it down and then broke it and it was still there, so 68. I'm actually missing one. Yep, there it is. I'm not super worried about wasting rockets. I got a lot of automatic farms going, so don't worry. about that. But nope, still 69. At least it's like a fun number that I'll remember so that we don't accidentally lose some. But let's see if we can do this with the least amount of sponge possible so I don't have to sit here and break it all. Yeah, the trick is to try and use the least amount of sponge you can so that you don't have to go back and break it all. But you can only do so much, right? So and then what I can do is I can technically break down the wall of gravel. You guys can stop with that. Here, where's my shovel? We'll put it at the end here, I guess. So that way we know that these ones are connected. And let's see if I can work on breaking some of this. There we go. Stories. I have incredibly strong ankles. Use torches so none of it turns to flint. Yeah, that's true. Here, let me head back up here. I'm not going to break it quite yet because I do have sand that I can use as well. We have a bunch of red sand that I can use. And then after that, we'll worry about that. So, unfortunately, all these fish's ecosystem is disappearing at a rapid rate. Like global warming, right? Really got to watch out for that. Hi, my name's Global Warming. There we are. Yeah, so I'm hoping that once we add the next row, this won't take as long because we don't have to deal with fighting all the dudes along the way. This was sort of half on purpose to make it a 5x5 square so that I can still reach all the way around it and break everything on the way down. But there we go. And how do we go for sponge? Okay. Let's head to the nether quickly. And I'll grab some of my sand along the way. I think it's in this chest, yeah. Here, let's drop. I don't really want to put the fish in here. Where did that go? Yeah, no, you don't go here. In fact, here you go. Morning, love. Got the best wife in the world in chat right now. No, I don't need cactus. And I guess I do kind of need to make torches, don't I? Here. Just, grab some sticks if I have any made. Which I apparently don't. Oh my God. This mouse is the worst. There. There we go. Toss the sticks back, and then we can quickly run over to the nether here. For anyone who doesn't know and is new here, we are in the middle of making a nether hub. So hopefully... Hopefully this still works. Oh, it does. Sweet. The more you know. Yeah, no, that's like way faster. It'd honestly be kind of faster for me to build another portal in that hole. So I can just pop in and do it, but... Mine all this back up. And we got a bunch of sand on us, so... Yeah, we're trying to make a fog effect, using a bunch of glass in the nether here. I can kind of show you off to the side here. But yeah, you put a glowstone, then carpet on top that's the same color of the glass. And then you alternate layers of glass and then like a space of air in between. You get this like kind of fog effect. And then if you're using like Optifine or something that has connected textures, you can kind of see it as like one giant piece of glass, so it gets all like foggy and cool. You should get efficiency 5 on your hoe. Honestly, I should put mending on my hoe, if anything. Here, do I have mending books still? I do have one. Let's do that. Here, I'll throw mending on this. And then... I don't know... Fire protection 4... Actually, I'll bring Mjolnir with me. I also need food. I wonder if I have any cooked over here. What's up, guys? Yeah, I do. Cool. So that'll help, and then with the hoe, let's fly up to our mob spawner quickly and just make sure that everything is still working. Sorta. It's the only problem with this design is that it kind of glitches sometimes. Here. This can go here for a sec. Sure. It's my only, like, real gripe with it. So we stop it, like, here. 4 or 5. Yeah, that's probably fine. We can pop on down to here. Hopefully get a bunch of things to spawn in. And just repair the hoe a little bit. Just give the spawner a quick second to get caught up. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. If it's across different chunks and then I fly like in and out of those chunks, sometimes they load, sometimes they don't, so that's like, you know, you got it. That's exactly what is happening. So here, I'll save you guys the ear pain a little bit. And we can hop back down. Wow, we're up to 19 people and 4 likes. Thanks, guys. We hit the like goal for the day. Usually I only aim for 4, so... yeah, thanks for that. So what we'll do is... or 22 people, geez. What we'll do is we'll head over and start continuing our little journey here of draining this monument. You know, it's looking pretty good so far, but we have torches and stuff to help us take down the gravel now, so hopefully that will go a little bit differently. than having to sit there with a shovel and wasting half of it by turning it into flint. This guy... I feel weird using red sand for this, but at least we won't lose any of it. This guy can kindly F off. Okay. Jesus. What? Oh, there's another one in here. Dude just has like auto thorns. Jesus. Okay. How's your path to monetizing YouTube going? Are you getting the view hours you need? So here's the deal. I actually am technically monetized on YouTube, but YouTube changed how it monetizes Minecraft videos a little while back. So unfortunately, I actually don't make enough to hit the threshold now. I've been doing this for the past like 3 months now, and I still haven't gotten a single YouTube check. You used to make a lot more per view, but unfortunately something changed, and now you don't. So mostly this is for fun. I actually reduced the amount of ads you guys see. I have it set so that you only get an ad every half hour. Just because, like, I know everybody doesn't want ads, and, like, I don't think I'm a popular enough YouTuber to deserve, like, ad revenue yet, so, I purposely reduced the amount of ads just so you guys don't have any, like, interruptions and stuff. Yo, Freaky Frog in the chat, what up? Over on the Twitch side. Stein plays MC. But yeah, no. Like, my channel is technically monetized, but I'm not making money off of it right now. So I could be making a lot more if I, like, you know, made you guys have more ads and, like, really push that. But I get it. Like, you're just here to watch Minecraft and chill, right? Like, you know, I don't want to interrupt with a bunch of ads, and I'm sure you guys don't either, so. What are you doing this stream? We are draining an ocean monument. To hopefully make, in the future, a Prismarine farm. Hey, Rachel D. Is that just for streams? Do your video postings still pay as much as they did? No, they don't. It's for everything. So, unfortunately, like, I do have a couple of tutorials on my channel that are, like, around, like, 700,000 views to 1 million views, like, in that sort of range. And I saw the profits, like, it's ridiculous. It, like, completely dropped off. I don't know if the algorithm changed or what, or just Minecraft's not popular anymore. It's more likely that. It's just, like, not good for the algorithm, like, nobody's playing it. Because you gotta remember, like, during COVID, like, you had Dream and his crew, you had PewDiePie playing it, like, you had all these big Minecraft YouTubers and, like, stuff coming out of the woodwork to, you know, come out of retirement and play. And now there isn't really, like, a big Minecraft craze going on. So, unfortunately, that means that YouTube doesn't see it as valuable content. And, yeah, they're just not paying as much for it. Like, I'll probably make a decent amount over Christmas break, just because that's when, like, all the kids will be off school and they'll be playing games and get new devices and, like, oh, let's play Minecraft with our new iPad and, like, stuff like that. Oh, how do you do this again? And then they'll look up a tutorial and be like, oh, okay. But, like, yeah, no, currently I am not really making money off YouTube. I think in the past few months, I've made more off of, like, the 4 super chats I've gotten than I've gotten from any ad revenue. And even then, I can't even touch that money until I hit the $100 threshold. So, it is what it is, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with YouTube about it. I'm here to play Minecraft. Making Minecraft, growing my audience, you know, having a good time. That's all. Yeah, I do have some gravel. And that should be enough to get the first strip here completely drained. So let's switch out. Actually need... There. like the worst at organizing my inventory ever. But yeah, that's just kind of how it works, right? Again, I'm not doing this to be famous. Like, you know, I have no intention of becoming a famous streamer. If it happens, it happens. But you know, I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm not going to argue with it if it happens. If, you know, some big YouTuber asks me to, like, join their SMP or something, I'm not going to say no. But I'm not doing this to get famous or anything. I'm just hanging out, building cool stuff, making memes. That's pretty much it. You know, my day job, which I now have again, is a mechanical engineering technologist. So, like, you know, YouTube's not exactly my source of income right now. But the death of YouTube middle class. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, right? Like, the economy is kind of weird right now, so like it could be a number of factors as to like why monetization has been weird for my channel. But you know, like YouTube's analytics seems to think I'm making more and more, and like I'm reaching out to a bigger audience, which is nice. I've been looking at my audience retention and like my audience like statistics the past couple days, and like, yeah, I'm getting shown to like way more people. Each day I stream, honestly, it's like another 1,000 people are seeing my streams than the day before. But which is good, right? 10 out of 10 for the tea. Let's go. Guys, we killed it on tea time today. But yeah, I don't know. Like, you know, I don't understand how the algorithm works. I'm still learning like SEO and all that crap, so it's a bit of a challenge. It's a fun challenge, but a challenge nonetheless. Yeah, we made good tea. Let's go. 29, that's 69. Okay. Virulent coming in with the tea emojis. But yeah, basically I'm hanging out, draining ocean monuments, making people laugh. That's all. Something to do. But it's coming to an end this week. Well, not really. Just different schedule, that's all. I got the stream recommended on my page for you like 30 minutes ago. That's just how I found you. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I've been really pushing the like community posts, and I've been pushing like my Discord. Link is at the top of the chat, and in the description. So I'm glad that, like, you know, the effort I'm putting in is sort of paying off. Like, obviously there's a bunch of new people here today that typically aren't here to watch, so you know, I'm pretty grateful for it. I know a lot of people just kind of throw me on in the background while they work, and, you know, I used to do the same thing. Like, I'd, you know, watch Technoblade or Dream or Tommy or Phil or any of these guys. You know, I just throw it on in the background while I, you know, do my work, and, you know, I do 3D modeling and CAD stuff, so I can listen to streamers while I do that. I don't know about this new job, if that's going to be the same policy or not, but we'll see. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it, you know, exciting. Like, we did the resurrected dragon fight the other day, which is something I've never done on my own channel before, so that was pretty cool. And then in the same stream, we actually fought a wither, which, I don't know about you guys, but I thought the wither was way harder. Like, I remember back in the day being so scared to fight the wither, and, like, this is hard difficulty, right? Because it's hardcore. And I've done it, like, last season and this season, and both times it was, like, stupid easy. Like, I shouldn't say, like, you know, I wasn't in any danger. Like, I absolutely was, but it just seems like the wither got easier to fight. I don't know. Could just be, like, me having better armor or, like, just being better at the game now, but I remember fighting the wither back in the day, and it was so much harder. Like this, I'd shot it like 5 times with my bow, and then the iron golem just like wrecked it. So, oh, for anyone who was wondering too, so we had a glitch when I got the beacon. Where is it? Adventure, probably not here. Nether, no. Is it husbandry? No. Trying to find, maybe it is Nether. Yeah. So we had a glitch where I got the beacon and it didn't give me the achievements for it. But when I logged back in the next day, it just to check like resource packs and stuff, it gave me the achievements. So we do actually have them, just for anyone who is wondering what happened with that. I don't know why it glitched. But like it did. So, look at this dude. So if anyone has any insight into that, I'd love to hear it, because that was really weird. Like, I had a fully operational beacon, and it said I hadn't even picked one up yet, and then I tried to pick it up again, and it was just like, no. So, I don't know what was up with that, but it was very strange. Like, I thought for sure I was going to have to, like, pull a Skyrim and, like, go in and, like, actually, like, give myself the achievement. But then when I logged in, it was just like, nope, you have it. So, I genuinely don't know what happened there. Like, I was just going to manually override it, and then it just gave it to me. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks for doing the thing you're supposed to do. Okay, wet sponge and wet sponge, which I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. There we go, 69. Alright, let's fly back to the house and go to sleep. And then what we can do is head to the nether and quickly dry out all our sponge. And then we'll basically be ready to finish phase 1 of this. I actually don't know how many rows I'm going to need. It's probably like 5. I actually don't know the dimensions of an ocean monument, but I'm assuming it's like 50 by 50. So I actually might even need more rows than that, but just judging by what I did so far, I think it's only going to be 5. Anyone can confirm that for me, but we'll do a bit of this action again. This is really cool. I've actually never done it this way before. Look, I know we just ate our last night, but I remembered that fish sandwich again. Oh god. We've been getting Kelsey's lately. I don't know if you guys have that restaurant where you're from, but you know, it's like a sit-down sort of family restaurant. And my wife and I discovered they have this like fish sandwich that is phenomenal looking and tasting. So if anyone's wondering about that. But yeah, no, it's got like really nice breading on it. It's nice. They have this like bourbon barbecue burger too. It's like really good. Ocean monuments are 58 by 58. And so we're taking up 6 blocks at a time. So that's 10 rows. Yeah, shoot. That's gonna take a while, isn't it? Yeah, we technically take up 6 blocks because we have the wall and then the 5 blocks of space and then the next wall starts, which is part of the next section. So, it's just, dude, stop going down there. Ugh, I need to make, like, a way for them to stop doing that. 2 rows per episode or 1 row per episode. That's kind of, well, that's the thing. I'm probably going to do it all at once, but, you know, it's just inconvenient. I thought it was going to take less time than that. Let's see if we can see it from this side, just to get a perspective of it. Yeah, no, that could actually end up being 10 rows. Shoot. Oh well. That's okay. I want to get this done as much as I can, so... The heck? Get out of here. I can't hit him. You guys seeing this? That was dumb. There. It's kind of a waste, but... you should try doing bigger sections at a time to see in case it works. Like, that's the thing. Like, you kind of can do bigger sections at a time, but... It's, you gotta be careful, because then all the, source blocks come back, right? So... The short answer is, like, you kind of can, but... It's slower to do so. It's kind of the takeaway from it, I guess. It's sort of a yes, but if we're gonna give it a name. But ow. I think the main problem is just getting shot while trying to lay everything down is kind of inconvenient. There, what does that put me at? 69. So, I'll finish off this section, and then we can throw down some torches, and get this section done. There we go. But at the very least, we have the first row done. I'm not super worried about the internal parts of it yet. Here, can I... Should be able to make it to the top, right? Yeah. There we go. Most of the people I see during monuments do it in bigger sections, I think, but maybe they just have way more sponges. It's hard to say. Like, I only have just over a stack, right? So, yeah, it's 69. Okay. At the very least, like, it could be a matter of just, like, how much gravel they have as well. But, okay. Let's start getting some of this. What I'm gonna do... Also, invis potions could help you with guardians. Yeah, I had one at the beginning of the stream. But, I burned through it, putting down the first wall. There we go. Collect back some of my fancy-dancy prismarine. Or not prismarine, gravel. No, it's the good thing about having an underwater house is, you have to dig up a bunch of gravel to really do anything. But the good news is we have a source of prismarine now for when we make conduits. There we go. See how we're looking for inventory here. I'm gonna grab a empty shulker, I think. Yeah, we can shove these in here. Rich boy, where's Silk boy? There we go. And I can start loading this up with all of our gravity blocks. Oops, did it a little too fast. There we go. We're not recovering back nearly as much as I had hoped, but we're definitely going to need to grab more sand from the house to finish up the next wall. Sounds like something is suffocating. Not entirely sure what, but... Awesome. Toss back some of that. Anyways, I hope your guys' day is going okay. I kind of have a busy day ahead of me, so I'm not really sure how long I'm going to be able to do the stream for today, but I will do my best to stick around for as long as I can. Is that the final wall? No, not even close. So then why didn't that do? Did I just not finish that? Apparently not. Yeah, stop it. There we go. There. Feels like I'm getting shot at, but I shouldn't be. It still sounds like there's big guardians here, but there really shouldn't be. And I believe you have that wall and it should be done. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. How much did we actually recover from that? That's kind of the first question. Like an okay amount, I guess. I guess we will see how far this goes. I guess I'll just leave this here. But yeah, we can start on the next section. Let me just make sure I have the right item out. And, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be the start of the next section. Then we can kind of do this for some protection here, hopefully. Right, air. That's an important part of this, isn't it? I just need to make sure that I don't accidentally fall to my death, too, when I jump up here. Definitely done that before. Okay. So if I can hopefully get this wall finished, so that I at least have something to hide behind. There we go. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think the main bottleneck is just going to be how much gravel we have. Not super worried about how long it's going to take to sponge everything. with an elytra, it's not so bad. And like now that we're on top of the actual structure, it's a lot less that we have to go down to sponge. There we go. And then we can take this guy out. Get out of here. Yeah, I have a feeling filling it in is going to be a lot easier now. So now we have a lot more of a place to hide if things go awry. However, this a-hole needs to leave me alone. Yeah, this week I have a giant list that I'm trying to get done for the channel as well. I don't know what kind of series I want to do for the channel. I do have a couple of ideas, but I haven't fully decided if I want to commit to them yet. But I was thinking about doing like a huge recording session where I just record for like 16 hours straight and just get all the raw footage. And then at the end of it, be able to edit it over time and do smaller chunks. But that's going to be really, really hard on my voice, for one. I know it sounds like kind of a diva thing to say, but when you talk for, you know, 16 hours straight, you know, it can be a factor for sure. And then, you know, a bunch of personal stuff I need to get done before I start working again as well. So, and then Christmas is coming up, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but it really doesn't feel like it. But yeah, no, Christmas is quickly approaching, and I need to get on Christmas shopping for a bunch of people. So it'll be a lot easier to do that before stuff happens. Make some invisibility potions. Yeah, like I could. It would definitely help. But I think it'll be fine with what we're doing. Like all I need to do is break the line of sight like that and then just move. So, like, look there. So, I think we'll be okay. Like, it's already moving way faster than I thought it would when I started this, so... And, like, I don't need to really worry about the inside of the building. Like, once you get the outside drain, the inside's, like, pretty easy. I think the main thing is just being consistent, right? The less breaks I can take while laying down sand and stuff, the faster it'll go. So, like, for example, make sure your inventory is always full when you're filling it in. But yeah, no, this road's already going way faster than the first one. Have you ever watched Hermitcraft before? I've actually just started watching the newest season. I'm still kind of learning their deal. Like, I've heard of Hermitcraft from just, like, other people I've played Minecraft with, but I've never actually personally watched them myself. But it's pretty chill so far. I watched a bit of Green's episode 2 yesterday, and I've been mostly following Mumbo just because he's kind of the only one I really know from there. But I'd say, like, Mumbo is probably the one I follow the most on the server, but I'm still kind of learning everybody, so I feel weird saying, like, oh yeah, Mumbo's the best, because, like, I really don't know. I'm still kind of watching everyone's perspectives and learning. But, like, I'm not disappointed by Mumbo or anything. Like, he is the redstone god, so... I mean, his house not having a back to it is pretty funny, but he finally fixed it. Mumbo's bird build was cool. Yeah. You know, in terms of like Minecraft YouTubers, I would say my favorite is always going to be Technoblade, but because there's only one of him. You should watch some of Green's sub-series with Hermitcraft members. They're quite good. Yeah, I'll check them out. You know, when I was younger and I started playing Minecraft, like I grew up watching like MLG Hunt and Zexy Zek and like all those guys. And you know, MLG Hunt I don't even know if he does YouTube anymore. I know he had his live series for a while, but I don't know if he even still posts videos, let alone Minecraft. And then Zexy Zek does Skate. Well, now it's Skate 4, but he was doing Skate 3 videos. And I skateboard as well, so occasionally I'd pop in and kind of see what he's doing, but I don't like how Zexy Zek has changed his stream style. It seems very fake and forced. And, which sucks, because, like, I really do like his channel and I like his content, but, a lot of just, like, how he presents himself now seems very forced and very fake. And, which is sad, because, like, I really do like him as a person. And, like, I grew up watching a lot of his trolling videos in Minecraft, but it just, I don't know. He just sort of changed over the years. And, like, even though he's doing content that, you know, like, I skateboard, I feel like I would enjoy, you know, skateboarding content from him. It just, I don't know. It's not the same. Hey, you guys need to despawn. We're gonna head over here for a sec. You know, it's sad, but Third Life and Last Life are a good series Green and Hermits have made. Yeah, I've seen those before. I thought it was an interesting concept. I'd definitely get into it if I had the time. Let me see if I have any more gravity blocks around, because I'm pretty bad about just, like, tossing stuff in random chests. As some of you are probably well aware. My organization skills could use some work. But there's actually a lot of Prismarine in there. I'm not seeing any large amounts of gravel anywhere. It's andesite. So, we'll make do with what we have, but start filling it with anvils? Yeah, really. Just make a bunch of anvils using all my iron. Yeah, like, as long as we can get the second wall, like, or I guess the third wall here, filled in, then, we're in good shape. But, oh, hi. Get out of here. Oh. Thanks for showing up, Trident. Appreciate it. And just take out this guy. Aw. I hate how sometimes the Trident seems to show up, like, instantly, and other times it's just like, nope. Okay. Yeah, see, we're starting to... The problem with how I'm doing this right now is that their numbers, while they're getting forced to one side, they're they're more dense, so there's more of them in a shorter, like, area, I guess, is the way to say it. Like, you know, it's the same amount of spawns, but now they have less area to spawn in. Where am I getting shot from? Is there one out here? Oh, I think that one there is doing it. So yeah, unfortunately, I need to sort of be more aware of how many of them are shooting me now. Oops. That's not good. I threw my sword. Where did that go? Really, really hope that that dolphin does not take my netherite sword. There. Here. My guy. Yeah. With Guardians, like, you can kind of avoid them by just going up and down. That's kind of like the fastest movement you can make when you're underwater. But when you have so many of them in one small area, it does make it a little bit of a challenge sometimes. But if I can just get this next little bit sorted out. There we go. Oops. Swim around the pillar, break all their eye contact. No, we're okay. There, we've almost got it. Slowly but surely, we'll win the race. Kind of getting this situated, but I think we're in the clear now. As long as I have enough blocks, which actually I might not. Where is this dude? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, I'm sort of debating on doing a skyblock series on top of my other ideas, but I don't know if I really want to commit to doing a skyblock. Ideally, I want to be able to do something that I can interact with you guys still in some, like, you know, form or another. So I'm sort of toying around the idea of being on a server, you know, some kind of server I can play on where you guys can kind of interact, but I haven't quite figured out which one I want to use yet if I'm going to do that. Because I get that, like, you know, long form solo content can get kind of boring. So I do want to try and interact with you guys in some way. If I can't be online as often, it's just I don't really know how to go about that without playing on like some kind of server or something. I would love to do an SMP with other YouTubers, but it's kind of hard to do that when I don't really know other YouTubers. I haven't actually like met many Minecraft YouTubers, so you know, if I was reached out to by someone like, hey, I'm starting an SMP, like, would you be interested in joining? You know, I'd probably do that, but they'd have to reach out to me because, like, I don't really know how to, like, apply to be in an SMP. Like, that sounds bizarre to me, but I've been seeing a few other SMPs where it's, like, just strictly for streamers, and I have a lot more subscribers and viewers than them. So part of me is like, oh, well, why can't I do this? Like, I have the following. But no one's really like reached out to me to like do something like that. So until I get an invite or someone recommends me to something like that, then it's just not going to happen. I had one person add me on Discord and tell me to join this one Discord server, and I did, and nothing ever came of it. I think I'm still in it. Messaging people through Instagram's a good way. That's fair. But yeah, like, I don't want to, like, impose on someone's, like, you know, this is for me and my friends kind of server. So, there's a bit of that, too. What I'm going to do right now, actually, since I do actually have my shovel on me, is, we'll just do this. Because I do have aqua affinity. And we'll just get a bunch of gravel for filling in the little sections. With a dolphin, this would actually be even faster. But we'll do this. And another goal this week, too, is I need to go get the rest of the netherite scrap for my shovel here. I wanted to make a new shovel and then make it netherite, so... Here, we'll just break up a bunch of this. You know, thankfully there's an abundance of gravel everywhere under the ocean. There we go. Yeah, I know I'm drowning. Do this. There we go. Pretty good. I can actually store... Yeah, air. There. Gives us some more gravity blocks to play with. I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'd be sick to, like, have a Hermitcraft person be like, hey, I like your content. Come join Hermitcraft. You know, basically just giving me a career. But, you know, again, I'm just doing this for fun. So, I'd want it to be kind of a fun server if I were to join one. Can I fly from here? There we go. There. Easy enough. They're too busy attacking all the squids to pay attention to me. And we can hopefully trap a bunch of them down there. Yeah, no, you're trying to shoot me. I wonder if there's, like, speedruns for this. Like, people actually, like, see how long it takes them to drain an ocean monument. Probably is. There. Second wall complete. And so, yeah, when I take down this wall, then I can just move it over, move it over. So we don't really need more blocks now. It's just a matter of... draining this next section, and then we should be good. So, unfortunately, there's a bunch of these guys stuck in here. You should speedrun mining a chunk. I did consider that. Okay, I need to get out of here, actually. That, almost took a turn for the worse there for a second. Alright, let's try and start sectioning this part off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is probably going to be the safest way to do it from the surface, unfortunately, even though it's a little bit slower. But if I can maybe start it like this... There. And I actually don't see very many left in here, so if we're quick, we might actually be able to pull this off fairly quickly. And then I might actually make another portal down here just so I don't have to keep flying back to the house. Now that we have a bit more room once this is drained. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I mean, I don't know about that. Like, this seems a little bit faster. Right? Like, I would argue that this is probably the fastest way, just like holding down the mouse button as much as you can, so that you don't have to take gaps in between. Oh, right. Mobs will start spawning here. That's something I completely didn't think about. Here, let's see if we can... Yeah, we need to keep an eye on that creeper. Turn this into my grave if I'm not careful. There we go. In Discord, I sent a video of apparently the fastest way to place gravel. I mean, I can't... the piston trick is the fastest, but I assume being fastest isn't the point. No, honestly, the point in hardcore should always be to be safest. I think. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think safety should trump anything else. Right, Mr. Spider? Yeah, you know. Lucky I don't have Bane of Arthropods on me, or I'd be screwed. Okay. Let's, not die. The piston trick is just a machine that pushes gravel sideways. Oh, I see what you're saying, that you, like, throw it in like that. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that. Can I reach this? I guess not. Yeah, I could definitely see that being semi-faster. Because you can just, like, unload it all. But, do I not have any gravel left? Shoot. Oh well, we can at least do these ones. And then we can break down this wall and finish the rest of it, I guess. Do. There we go. Making good time either way. You just need 2 pistons, 1 redstone dust, and an observer for it. Yeah, you probably just like make an observer clock and then go ham or something. It almost sounded like a cool beat for a second there. Sort of reminded me of a song from our wedding, actually. Uh, 69. Great. Yeah, I'm not super worried about using a trick for this. You know, I feel like this is a case of slow and steady wins the race. Unfortunately, it's just a bit of a grind. That's all. Like, either way, we're doing pretty well. I'm missing 6. Did it take a while to get my totem skin, or is it just a mod? So it's a resource pack, actually. I can show you. Skin MC Totem Pack, it's called. But basically, you go to the site, you get it to, you upload your skin to it, and then you tell it to basically wrap it around a 3D model, and then you download it, and then you take that and you put it into a folder of this resource pack, and you're good to go. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Am I missing sponge? No, we're good. Okay. Let's take down this wall. Just so we can kind of see what we're working with here. And then I might run back and grab some obsidian so you can make a quick nether portal. The problem is I don't know what I did with my gold boots. They might be in my ender chest. I usually have them on me, so that's why I'm a little confused as to what I did with them, but that's fine. There we go. Just kind of store it all in here, I guess. There. We have a bit of a larger section out here now. So I'm gonna quickly run back, and we can grab the stuff to make another portal. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to grab while I'm here. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll actually bring 2 extra ones just because I don't have blocks on me. And we'll grab the flint and steel. And how am I doing for food and everything else? Not too bad, I guess. Here, whatever. That's supposed to be my expensive item chest, so I feel weird throwing cod in there, but we can manage. Alright. I'll probably end up building it like right against the wall, just to kind of minimize the impact of it. And so then maybe I could have did it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Part of me hopes that it syncs up to my other portal, but I doubt it. Oh. I mean, it's not too far away. So So here, let's just make a little flat area here. Because unfortunately, there are gas and piglins in the area here. See, I knew you could do this, it's just, I don't know, I never seem to think of it when it's like the time. I always think, oh yeah, I gotta go grab my furnace. But this is way more convenient. Hey, 5 likes for the stream. Thanks, guys. Just noticed that just now, so hopefully it wasn't there for too long. But we can, keep her moving. The sound is so satisfying, yeah, for sure. There we go. Let's pop back into here. Grab up all of our gravel. And I guess I'd rather lay out the gravel first, honestly. Oh, okay. So, get that filled in. There's only one guy in here, so I'm going to try and take him out. I'm phasing through the wall. Like, you can't get me. I am incorporeal. There we go. So we'll get this filled in. Sorry, I'm not saying a whole lot, but, you know, this is kind of a boring part of the process. I'm really excited because tomorrow we should have the season finale of Has Been Hotel, which I'm a little sad about because it seems like the season went by super fast, but you know, it's got some good songs, some good plot, and I'm curious to see how everything sort of resolves in the next 2 episodes, because a lot needs to get resolved, for sure. But I'm hoping for a few outcomes. I'm hoping, obviously, that the good guys prevail. And the Mighty Nine starts tomorrow as well, which, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's Critical Role's Season 2 campaign, which is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast, where, you know, I'm sure you guys have noticed that Dungeons & Dragons has become quite popular in the past few years, and that's mostly because of Critical Role and Stranger Things, but I even think Stranger Things might have got their idea from Critical Role. I don't know that for sure, but that's just kind of my speculation. Critical Role got popular, and they're like, oh, that was popular in the 70s or 60s or whenever Stranger Things takes place. So, anyways, it's a bunch of voice actors. So anyone who watches like Sailor Moon or Naruto or Soul Eater or any other any other sort of animes, you've probably at least heard the voices of some of these voice actors. And basically, yeah, they sit around and they play Dungeons and Dragons, and they try to fully voice act their characters that they've created and give them voices and backstories and personalities and stuff. It's kind of cool. So if you're into that kind of thing and want to check it out, obviously, the episodes are 3 to 4 hours, sometimes longer. So it is a bit of a commitment if you're not into the long form content like that. But I mean, you'll watch me ramble on for a few hours, so they're a little bit more entertaining and high budget than I am. But yeah, check them out. It's a pretty cool time. They just started campaign 4, and they have a new dungeon master, which is Brennan Lee Mulligan from College Humor / Dropout fame. And he's a pretty funny guy. Before that, it was Matthew Mercer, who he voice acts in a lot of video games, but as well as animes. And yeah, just a bunch of friends. They sit around, they play D&D. Sometimes, funny things happen. Sometimes, there's, penis humor, if you will. But yeah, no, it's pretty funny. So if you're into that kind of thing and you want to check it out, by all means. Campaign 4 has been a bit of a different ride because they have some new people in the cast, and they're basically trying to, make all these different stories of like groups of like 4 or 5 guys kind of coincide together. So it's been interesting seeing how that's all been playing out. How like, oh, if they do this, then that ties to this group's story, and then like, it's interesting seeing the world that Brennan is starting to build, and how things are slowly starting to become interconnected. Where are we at? Pretty good. So we should be able to grab the next 2, I think. That worked out. Unfortunately, all these fish are not having a great time, but at least I have food for all my cats now. Just grab some of that. And where are we at for time? We're at about 2 hours into the stream. So I'm hoping the rest of this doesn't take nearly as long once we have this section dried out. But we're slowly approaching the center, so hard to say. Oh. Well, sorry, buddy. Shoot at me, I'll just take away your breathing. How dare you breathe the same water as me? What's going on, buddy? Aw. Oh, you guys can hear my cat in the background. He's a bit of a brat, but we love him. Okay. So, I don't have enough blocks to finish that part, but what we can do through the power of torches and anime is we can... Hey, Niltag. Good to see you. Good to see you. We can collect all this gravel up. It's kind of a Cheshire cat emoji. That's kind of cool. But we can take down most of this wall. Keeps making this sound like I'm getting shot at, but like I really shouldn't be getting shot at. There we go. Just you really need to organize this, but there's not much I can really do about it right now. There we go. There we go. Yeah, hopefully we don't get any creepers falling on our heads. But it appears we have zombies now. So I might have to reassess my torch situation a little bit. Just to make sure that nothing sneaks up on me here. We're about like midnight right now, so hopefully too many creepers don't show up. Yeah, I wasn't sure how far I could go with this. I was worried with that one. I figured we were gonna get flooded after that one. There. And then break this guy down. Okay, what do we have on us? Let's head to the Nether, and we can re-up our sponge, and then we should be able to finish the last row and head on to the next one. So there we go. So much faster than putting it in a furnace. Hopefully we don't get any piglin visitors, because I'm not wearing gold. But I think we'll be okay. Sweet. And just kind of swap this around. Yeah, so eventually we'll be able to fill in this whole area. Oh, hey, bud. Sorry, my cat just showed up. I think he wants to sit behind my laptop where it's nice and warm. The fan from my laptop puts out a bunch of warm air, so sometimes he'll crawl back there and kind of floop down. Oops, spider. Ow. Ow. I don't know why I've had a really hard time with judging my distance in Minecraft lately. I keep getting hit with things as I hit them back. I've just noticed it the past like few streams. I'm like, wow, I'm like really bad for that lately. Yeah, it's this one. There we go. Look at this dude. I was kind of hoping he would bring a Nautilus shell, but unfortunately not. Here, that's probably faster. Just get as close to the top as you can so that it's out of the way. There we go. Perfect. And I don't have a lot of wet sponge, so I don't know if I'll be able to reach very much of it, but hopefully I'll at least grab a couple. Yeah, jumping, I can reach them all. That's fine. Okay, guys, we're slowly getting there. One more section, and then we can take down this next big wall. And then we should be good to go to start the next one. The next one will be a lot easier because we're now fully on top of the structure, so I don't need to go down as far. So let's try and get through here. There we go. Easy enough. Right on the corner here. So now, I think there's one section left. I could be wrong, though. Yep. We'll take down this square here. And we should be good to take down the wall. Okay. That is the last square for this row. So if I can just collect all this up without losing any, make it back to 69. We can start digging all this up. I guess I'll start at this end, just so I don't accidentally end up in the ocean. And due to a lack of torches, I think I'm just going to do this. Might get a couple flint out of it, but that's okay. Nice and fast. I'm actually shocked this isn't just like eating through it. It is a silk touch shovel, you're right. So yeah, it shouldn't make flint either way. Monkey had me kind of thrown off there. I was like, oh yeah, crap, you're right. But, oops. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but... Hop back up here for a sec. Stop it. There. Watch, a bunch of them are going to spawn in that little stream right there. It's my luck. Here. So I can, pick all this stuff up before it despawns, because that would be unfortunate. Here we go. Just to make sure I don't waste any of it. So far, so good here. There. And we can take down this last bit. And we've done... Well, according to the math, it's about a fifth of the uncover. But I would argue it's actually probably a bit more than that. I know, like, just because of the size of it and the math, like, that's what it maths out to. But because it's a pyramid, you don't need to uncover nearly as much. Right? Like, I don't need as much gravel to do way up here as opposed to, like, way down there. So, I'm hoping that difference matters and that the rest of this won't take nearly as long. But let's start by assessing the situation and going over here and see kind of where we're at. So, yeah, so, like, this next little bit here will definitely... matter. Let me just kind of get over here for a sec so I can show you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, let's break that one. Yeah, we're already getting attacked by like way less of them. That dude's line of sight. Come on. Stop it. I mean, I know I'm totally just, like, taking your home from you, but... Stop it. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yep, that's exactly right. So now what I need to try and do is continue this wall down this way a little. Stop that. Unfortunately, they seem to be escaping. So I'm going to try and go over here and despawn a few of them. And I'm hoping that if I go far enough back this way, they'll despawn. And I can run in there quickly and start this wall. Yeah, just pop into here. There we go. And just keep breaking the line of sight. There. So now, hopefully the rest of this will be a little bit easier. If I can get rid of some of these plants to make it a little bit easier to put down the gravel here. Like, they've definitely reduced in numbers since I started doing this, so we just need to hopefully trap them all on the inside. Ow. Gotta love guardians. Here, this should be not so bad now. You guys just, like, not... There. Oop, hello. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. There. This is getting a little bit easier now. Yeah, no. See, this is like already going way faster just because we don't have to go straight down to the ocean floor. Oh, I'm actually out of gravel. But I'm hoping that this next few rows goes a little bit faster. And so we can at least get half of this done today before I stop streaming. Ideally, I'd like to make it to the halfway point. Part of me wants to do some of it off stream, but that's not something we've really done on this channel, so... the only reason I want to stop is I want to get some of the things off my list I have done today. But also, I want to start recording some long-form stuff. So, unfortunately, I can't really do that while you guys are sitting here. But the plan is to do a bunch of long-form stuff and kind of get it all edited and ready to go. And then when I start working again next week, when I can't stream, I can start working on that by scheduling those streams ahead of time. or not streams, those posts ahead of time, so it'll upload about the same time as the stream, and then you guys will still be able to get your awesome Stein content that everybody wants. At least that's the idea. I saw a few people in the Discord actually asking when I would be online, and unfortunately they haven't been here yet, so there's a very real possibility that they're just asleep. Okay. Let's not do that. Wow, that was a lot of guys. Yeah, no, the density is definitely happening. Here, let's take out this creeper. That was close. Yeah, my depth perception for some reason has been really weird lately. There we go. Let's see. Like, the problem is this is the entrance, so I kind of assumed, like, oh, wow, that's a lot. Do you see how many of them there are over there? That's insane. Okay. This might actually be a little bit trickier than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try and start from this direction then. And maybe we do it from the top so we don't get attacked by everything. Because that's actually a lot of guardians. I just realized that the entrance is probably going to be guarded by a bunch of them, so... At the top of the pyramid there was like at least 12. Yikes. Hopefully this is nice and entertaining for you guys. I know it's a bit of an ASMR kind of stream, but, you know. I know some people are just kind of watching me in the background, so hopefully this isn't too distracting for you. If I can just get... There we go, break the line of sight. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is correct. So I just need to kind of be aware of when I'm getting shot at, but I think we can fill it in from up here a little bit safer than being in the water. At least that's kind of the idea. Yeah, unfortunately this goes right down to the seafloor, so... nice and relaxing, makes me want to take a nap at work. That's fair. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that means I'm entertaining or not entertaining, but getting the views and the watch time regardless, so... Nah, I'm just kidding. If you guys are enjoying it, then, you know, that's all that really matters. Here we go, back on the pyramid. I think the streams are really good. Oh, thank you. You know, it's weird to say that I've been doing it for a few months now, and I just still don't really know what I'm doing, but glad that people are at least enjoying it. I like to listen while I play my hardcore world. That's fair. Yeah, I've sort of said it before, but like watching games, it's kind of like having a friend sit beside you and watch you play and ask questions and stuff, right? So it's weird for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm your Minecraft friend that you play Minecraft with, but I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing is they put it on in the background while they're playing. So yeah, no, there's a lot of guardians there. You guys and your laser beams that you shoot out. We're almost there. Hopefully I have enough gravel to finish this. Oops. Nope. No, 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 no. Ow. That's not very nice. Alright, see if I can, Oh, this dude decides to go in, like, the worst possible spot. There. Second row done. Let me just check this quickly. Yeah, I'm still getting a bunch of job alerts from LinkedIn and the whatnot, so definitely need to check those out later. So let's get all these sections filled in. The sun is definitely starting to come up, so starting to get a bit of glare here, unfortunately. One, two, three, four, five. What do you guys got going on in your worlds right now? You doing anything major? Any major projects? This is probably... I don't want to say this is the biggest project we've done, but it's definitely up there. What do we got here? No, it might be time to start taking down the wall, actually. Oops. That is the wrong wall. Here, let me fill this in. I just finished building a pretty big house. That's cool. Let me get one more piece of sponge up here. There we go. Awesome. Break up some of this. What kind of house is it? Like a modern house? We're talking like medieval house. I tend to go medieval with my builds. I've been trying to learn to build more like modern things. You know, get a little more steampunk or like high tech with it. Especially with all the copper, it's made it a lot easier to make like steampunk looking builds. There we go. So we can take out that one. And I don't know if this is going to be enough sponge, but we can try. There we go. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would. And we can tower up the center. I think I would say medieval or something like that. Okay. Yeah, you know. I like in Minecraft how you can choose a setting, but like you can also think about like the time period of that setting. So it's like, oh, I want to make my house like a European style. And it's like, okay, well, are we talking like medieval European, modern European, like, you know, kind of depends on the setting of your build, really. I'm working on a YouTube vid for it. Oh, cool. You'll have to post it in the Discord so we can check it out. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Slowly making our way downtown. Mining gravel all the time. Yeah, I was trying to think of a word that rhymed with gravel, and I was like, I don't think anything rhymes with gravel. Like, I'm sure there is, like, unravel and, like, stuff like that, but not when I'm trying to do it on the fly, it doesn't. Oops. That's a mistake. Let's just, patch that up. There. There we go. Slowly getting there. Okay. So let me toss this in the shulker box for a hot second. And let's head back to the nether. Whoop. Back to hell we go. Do. And there we we go. I still have one wet sponge left. Well, that actually like lasts like a while. It's like a long wave file. Okay. Well, here, I'll grab gravel so I can finish off this last little bit. And then we can take down a little bit more. The next row, we're going to be touching the center pyramid, so we're going a lot faster through this than I thought we were. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. And I don't know if I can actually reach all these ones up here, but we're going to try. Oh, yeah, there we go. Easy enough. Easy peasy. And we got our 69 sponges back. So let's go to this next spot. Yeah, it seems like if I spin around in a circle and do like 1, 2, 3, that's enough for me to essentially get all the water out of here. Which is good, because that means we're getting closer to the halfway mark. Then we can pop in the center. Break off some of this. There we go. Oops. The elytra just decided nope. There we go. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it starts here. There we go. Yeah, we might actually have enough gravel to finish the rest of this. Let me just check my inventory here. Yeah, maybe. 3, 4, 5. Hopefully it's not too chilly today. We ended up turning the heater on in my bedroom last night. We've had it off this whole time just to kind of save electricity, and also I like sleeping in the cold, but it's been getting a little too chilly, so last night we turned it on because it was getting kind of cold. So I'm hoping today's not too cold. We've been getting snow the past few days, so none of it's like stuck on the ground yet. It's just kind of like falling here and there and just kind of melting away. But in the next couple days, for sure, we're going to have more permanent snowfall. Oh, jeez. I actually should make sure no mobs are spawning now that I think about it. haven't been paying as much attention to that as I probably should be. Oh man, really? Dang. Thought I had enough to finish the rest of it. Oh well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wet sponge up. I'm actually going to need to repair my netherite hoe soon. Which is a phrase I never thought I would say, honestly. There we go. Hopefully we don't have any thunderstorms happening, but I think we're pretty safe. Get up here, grab the rest of our sponge back. Sponge boy me Bob. Awesome. Fly back up to the top. Grab the next section. And then when we take down this section, we should have enough to finish this off, no problem. But let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And where are we at for the stream? We're almost at 3 hours. Let's try and finish off as much of this as we can. Then we might have to pick it up tomorrow. But we'll see. I'm not really tired yet, but there are other things I wanted to do today, so unfortunately, time waits for no man. Okay. Doing pretty good so far. Let's start trying to mow through some of this. Probably the last section here, so I need to be careful. There we go. So let's quickly grab all this before we end up losing it in the despawn cycle. Oh, I actually have a lot more inventory room than I thought. Yeah, let's break down some more of this. There we go. We're looking pretty good. There's definitely more room to, like, run around down here than there was before. Oops. Quick, grab it all. Here. Just, patch this up. It'd suck for, the Guardian to swim through there and be like, surprise! There. What I might do, just because I'm going blind here, is take a quick break in a sec. I'll finish off this row before I do. And I'll go grab my blind and set that up so I don't lose all my eyesight trying to play Minecraft. And then I can come back and we can keep going for a little bit. Not too much longer though, but we'll see how it goes. Right, like, I do want to do longer streams this week, but I also have kind of a list I'm trying to get done, so... Okay. Let's fly up here. I'm like shifting my head, trying not to hit the glare. Oh, I could have gone one more. Might be. Here. Finish this up. And there we go. Everybody still there in chat? Hit a 1, sound off. 1 in the chat if you're still here. There we go. Gotta keep that that audience retention up, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people on Twitch today. We got like 1 or 2. Oh, someone just joined as I said that. Alright, let's finish filling this part in. Yeah, unfortunately that is a metric that YouTube looks at, is the live chat, so if no one's chatting, then they're not going to recommend my stream to too many people. So we've got 3 sections. We could maybe do that with the amount of sponge we have on us. Hard to say. Not hard to say. We definitely can't. There we go. And yeah, get a bit of this. I wish there was a way for me to just like move the sun away from me. But unfortunately I'm kind of stuck in this spot, so I can't really move. Here, we got 9 left. Let's see what I can do here. One, 2, 3. Yeah, no. And then we got 1 left. Dang. Oh well. Here, let's see if I can break a few of these before I go to the nether. Yeah. It's not all of it, but... And we can actually break down some of this before we go. The next section is going to be weird, because that's where all these... They all seem to be grouping kind of near the entranceway and the top. So, I don't actually know the best course of action, because I'm going to get shot at a lot for this next part. Oh, this is the one that I was stuck on. Okay. So we're just going to have to kind of wing it. And hope I don't die in the process. I've actually almost burned through an entire stack of steaks since we've been here. It's pretty insane to me. Yeah, okay. No, definitely not. That's, super not cool. There we go. Yeah, here, let me get rid of some of this stuff. So we definitely don't need a lot of it. There we go. Okay, how do you keep motivation to keep playing Worlds, man? Honestly, the real answer is I don't. You know, sometimes you get bored of Minecraft and want to do something else, and so you just go do something else for a little while. And, you know, that's just kind of the reality of some games, right? You get bored of them after a while, and then you take a break, and then you get the itch again, and you come back, and... But with Minecraft, it's, you know, it appeals to my engineering side a little bit with the creativity and stuff, so, yeah, it kind of depends, right? Like, sometimes I take breaks, sometimes I give myself a giant project, and usually that's honestly the killer, is I make a giant project for myself, and then, like a multi-day project, or sometimes even month project, and after a while you're just like, this is taking too long, I don't want to do this. Because my problem is I tend to make projects that are a little too big, and then I lose my motivation and just kind of stop. But it kind of depends, right? Like, it depends on what you're doing. Like, something like this, I know draining an ocean monument seems like a kind of big task, but in the grand scheme of things, it's, like, really not. You know, this is a... I'd call this a small, large project. If you can believe that. No project is too big. Look at how they built the pyramids. Yeah. But they also had, you know, thousands of slaves and unlimited amounts of time, where I did not. Nor do I. Well, you're not wrong. That's, you know, two different situations. You know, I have a family and chores and, you know, life to, you know, do. And I can't spend it 24/7 playing Minecraft, even if I felt like it. But, you know, I do enjoy the game, and sometimes you do end up having to take breaks. That just kind of is how it is. And, you know, the important thing is to try and do new things, right? Like, for me, my new thing lately has just been trying to collect armor trims, because my wife started doing that. And then, kind of gave me the itch of like, well, what if I did that? Yeah, but they dedicated their entire, like, lives to building... Yeah, exactly. You know, a lot of the people who built the pyramids weren't, willing volunteers, so... You gotta remember that, too. You know, you accomplished this huge project, but, you know, not everybody was there for the cause. They, didn't have a choice. But, you know. Just, to stay motivated, I would say just, like, keep it fresh, right? Like, make yourself a little challenge. Like, for me, personally, especially for the hardcore series, like, I haven't really been using the Elytra much. I'm using it for this build just because I kind of don't have a choice. But, yeah, no, a lot of builds, or a lot of, hardcore worlds, I try not to use the Elytra, especially when I'm streaming, because it progresses things way too quickly. And, you know, just set challenges, go looking for things you've never done before, take breaks. But in all honesty, like, the way to not get bored of Minecraft is, it's impossible. You will eventually get bored of it. But if you just, you know, give it a rest, take a couple of days off, or a week, or, you know, for me, I think the longest break I took was a couple of years, where I just was like, I'll go play different games. And then I came back to Minecraft, and there was all these new updates and new stuff to do, and, you know, I had, you know, different ideas, and I was, you know, more skilled at the game. So, yeah, that's, I don't know, that's kind of my 2 cents on it. The way to stay motivated is try and keep it fresh, but the minute it stops being fresh, don't force yourself to keep doing it. Because eventually you're just going to hate the game and not want to ever go back to it. I keep a notebook of ideas in the game whenever I join a few. I just get stuck on what to do. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Just keep a list. I actually do want to do a little bit of a like an achievement wall in this file where I have a wall of like goals I want to achieve. Honestly, this was going to go on the wall, but we just finished it, so... Or, well, just started it, so... Okay. Let's... Well, first things first, I want to go repair my hoe before I forget. So, let's head over to our mob spawner. And, check how this is going. That actually kind of needs fixing. Here. Just gonna repair this for a sec. One thing I want to try and do in my hardcore world is get every music disc. Yeah, that's a good goal. You know, eventually I'll probably end up doing that in this one as well. But, I think small achievable goals are what keeps you motivated more than long-term ones. So you got to kind of keep that in mind too. If you make the goal too far away and too hard to accomplish, sometimes you'll lose motivation and not want to do it. So here, sorry about the noise, but kind of a necessary evil for this. There we go. Got us a little bit of XP back. And we can hopefully start on the next row here without getting shot too much. There's definitely... Oh, geez. Okay. You're all just right here. Alright, let's swing around to the other side. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier. Part of me is like, screw it, make a mob switch here. Just like, put so many mobs in this area that the mob cap fills up. But I don't know if that's realistic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can do this without dying. Yeah, this is where it starts to get a little bit dangerous. Because now the density of mobs is essentially doubled. And then when I get to the top of this wall, I'm going to go get my screen because this is getting a little bit hard to see. Definitely need to get a better screen too, because sometimes the sun goes right through it. Just like an old bed sheet, basically, just hanging it in front of my window. But let me just get to the top here. And, oh, I thought I had more gravel on me than that. Here, let's fly down and just go here for a second. And yeah, just give me 1 sec. I'm just going to go hang up my screen so that I can see. And we'll continue on a little bit. I might run to the bathroom quick too. All right. And hey, we're almost at 100 views. So that's always good. 100 views on the stream, 22 people watching. Not bad, not bad at all. Hopefully you guys are still entertained. Are you not entertained? Here we go. And hopefully that one guy messes off for a little bit. And I can start the wall. So yeah, we are basically about to go right to where the pyramid is. So this is going to be an interesting endeavor right now. Oh dear, that's a lot. Yikes. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit trickier than the other ones, I think. I think we might have to do this one from the ceiling. Because if we go down there, we're definitely going to get shot and died. So, unfortunately, this one's going to be a little bit slower to fill in. But I'm hoping once we get like an established wall that we can duck behind, it'll be a little bit easier. I'm hoping if I just don't disturb the water by touching it, then they won't see and shoot me. Don't mind me, I'm just destroying your ecosystem. It's fine. Now, the other thing too is like, so there's kind of a couple ways we can go about making a farm here. One is I can wing it and try and make my own farm, which I've done before, and it works fine, but it's like kind of an AFK farm. There's another one where the spawn rate for it is actually ridiculous. I've built it once. I think it's the one I have in my single player file. And it's really, really good for collecting Prismarine. Like, you get so much of it, like more than you'd ever need. But it does take a little bit of prep. I have to kind of take down the whole ocean monument. But we do need Prismarine, and we wanted the Prismarine lanterns anyways. So there is that option of taking down the whole structure. And then the third option is essentially make like a little aquarium down there and maybe get axolotls to do it somehow. I don't know if that's like really an option, but if there's some way I can make like an axolotl killing chamber, that would be cool. But then I feel like I'd have to like constantly breed axolotls to like replenish them if they die. I'm not entirely sure. But this seems to be working. Surprisingly well. I haven't been shot in a while, so I'm hoping that we just keep doing this, they won't attack me anymore. Oh, you know, speak of the devil. They seem to have a hard time, because like, that one's right there and he's not attacking me. They seem to have a hard time seeing you when you're not in the water. And then the minute you touch water, that's when they all kind of turn to you. So I'm hoping we can, ow. Jerk. How are we for materials? We're getting a little bit low, but I'm starting to wonder maybe we swim down there with a little bit and just finish off that part of the wall quickly so that it kind of sections it off. And then I can hop to the other side and kind of block it off that way too, because like we're God, I haven't slept in a while. I can deal with phantoms. These dudes, come on. Here, let's see if I can There are phantoms down here? Really? I knew they dive in the water, but I didn't think they'd go that deep. I mean, we do need these. Oh dear. Yeah, settle down. I want those membranes. Oh dear. That got a little spicier than I wanted it to be. Here, let's head back home. And we can re-up our rockets as well. Coming in for a landing. Hey, Eddie and Pross. Oh, hey, kitty cat. Just looked down, my cat started scratching at my chair. Hey, buddy. How are you? I'm doing okay. There's to be honest, there's a lot going on in my life right now, so just trying to keep it together a little bit. Just trying to, you know, stay grounded and you know, take things one step at a time. But how are you today? Can I just like there? Doing all right. That's good. That's good. Hopefully everyone's having a pretty good morning or night or whatever time it is for you. But right now, we're okay. This guy's just gonna shoot me above water, anyways. Right now, what I'm trying to do is get this sectioned off without dying, but they're not making it very easy, especially when they go outside their boundary. Ow! Stop that. You weren't even supposed to be over here. Okay. You guys are really not making this easy on me. Here, let's see if I can get them to despawn a little bit and I can run in there. Hopefully try and get this wall in. I mean, that one's just gonna suffocate to sand if he's not careful. Get out of here. Here, where is my trident? And here. Let's see if I can there we go. That'll help a little bit. I can just get past this. Because like eventually what'll happen is the only spot they're going to be able to spawn is inside. And if we can get to that point or close to it, then this will be a lot easier to build. But right now the density of them is just going up and up because they have less and less spots to safely spawn in. So, unfortunately, there isn't much I can do about it other than attack them from a distance and hope they screw off. You know? Can I hit him from here? No. See, that's the thing. I don't know how far it dips down when it hits the water, so I gotta kind of watch it. Here, let's see if I can sneak and fill this in a little bit. There we go. And we can hop over to this side, hopefully. And why are you guys all over here? You're not even supposed to be over here. I mean, I know I'm destroying your habitat and everything, but... heck, I don't even see them. Hopefully... Nope. Tried to be hopeful, but these guys are making it really hard to do this right now. Don't chase me, I'm full of chocolate. Okay. Yeah, I don't play carefully enough for hardcore. That's fair. Yeah, I was definitely a little sad after we lost the Season 2 hardcore. That one had a lot of love put into it. I feel like there was a lot of, you know, growing of the channel and the community with Season 2, so I was a little sad to see it go. But that's just how she goes, right? Sometimes you just gotta accept it and move on. This guy needs to mess off. Come on. We're almost there. Let me get it. Jeez, okay, okay. You guys are, really not gonna let me do this, are you? Murder time, yeah, really. Here, let's see if we can sneak down here finally. mean, oh. Oh, come on, guys. We're basically at the halfway mark, if I can get this filled in. But unfortunately, these guys are not making it easy. You're not even supposed to be here. They're only supposed to spawn inside. Why are they on the outside? We're actually almost on day 350, I'm just realizing. We're about 10 days away. Which is pretty cool. I'm hoping we can make it to day 1000. That'd be crazy. You can get the heck away from me here. Hey, Enshaw, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, let's, oh, geez, that's a lot of them. Good to see ya. Welcome back to the stream. Haven't been able to join for these latest ones, but school is canceled today. Oh, really? Why is school canceled? Just like a PA day or something? Or something more serious going on? Water issues? I mean, that's cool. Been cool for you anyway. Are you draining the monument? Yes, I am. It is going, I mean, it's going okay, I think, right? Like, it could be going better, but we're slowly getting there. It's taken a little bit of effort, but we're closing in on it. Whoops. Stein has his own water issues today too. Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't know whose are worse. Oh, buddy, you messed up. Are you gonna try and get the Tide armor trim? Well, we've been to 2 different ocean monuments, and unfortunately haven't been able to get it. So the answer is yes, but not right now. This is actually the ocean monument right by the house, so not super concerned with getting the armor trim right now because we've already cleared this one and we didn't get it. Okay. Right now, I'm just hoping we can get at least the first half of this drained before I end the stream. Or at the very least have it set up. Because it is kind of approaching the 3.5 hour mark. But, we'll see. Oop. Later, man. How are we for stuff? We're getting a little low on gravity blocks, but I'm thinking we can get really, really close to getting this fill. I don't know about the full thing full, but we can do our best. Ow. Stop that. American Heritage. When I had my first wife in 1976, she would complain when I played Minecraft. Told me my projects were too big and that I didn't have enough slaves to complete them. You know, as inappropriate as that was, it did make me laugh, so. Here, let's, get out of here. Also, 76. How old do you think I am? Jeez. I'm 300. Get it right. don't Elder Guardians respawn? Not the big ones. The big ones don't. The little Guardians, they definitely respawn. But the big ones do not. Can you just, like... stop? Yeah, unfortunately, they're making this exceptionally difficult. Ow. What, are they getting shot on both sides? Yep. Oh, jeez. Alright, here. Let's go to sleep. And we will hopefully be able to despawn a few of those and run in there and get that. I'm thinking you guys might be right with the invisibility potions at this point, but to be honest with you, I'm not even entirely sure how to make those. I'm assuming you make a mundane potion, and then, because like I know if you use a golden carrot, you end up making night vision. So I don't know. But here, let's head to sleep. We'll get to day 341. Use a fermented spider eye on a night vision potion. Oh. That's a bit more of a process. I actually don't even know if I have the stuff for that. Mainly the mushrooms, but I think you got confused because of the icon. Maybe. Maybe I'll do that for the next stream. Because, like, let's be real, I'm probably not going to be able to finish this right now. But we got a decent chunk of it. Like, we'll be able to get, I would say, the bulk of this done. But at the very least, I want to try and get some of this filled in. Of course, every single mob and its mother comes at the same time. Jeez. You guys have all the spots in the freaking monument in the world to go, and you choose the one spot I'm trying to close in. Yeah, no, this is really inconvenient. Just drop it down. I am trying to. Less inconvenient than potions. Well, I'm trying to just finish up this last little area here before I end the stream, but I don't even think I have enough gravel to do it, so... you need food. Yeah, I need a lot of things. Here, let me give it the old college try. And see if I can fill in a little bit more of this. Because it seems like everyone and their mother is trying to get over here. Nope, nope, no, don't. Almost there. Yeah, unfortunately they're trying to snipe me out of the sky now. Ugh. Here, let's see if we can get a few of them to despawn. And Shaw, he does have job news. Yeah, no, I finally got a job. So, I start next Monday. So unfortunately, the streaming schedule is going to have to change a bit. You know, which is a little sad, but we're going to try and keep the streams going as much as we can throughout the week. And I might have to start streaming on weekend mornings just to kind of get stuff going. I haven't actually figured out what I want to do yet, but can you please stream on weekends? I don't want to miss them anymore. Yeah. Like when I used to stream back in the day, I would stream like Saturday and Sunday mornings. But, you know, it just got a little more difficult with time. But I can definitely look into doing that. Okay, how many of you are in here? Oh, I see 3. Let's see if we can take out this guy. No, you get back here. You don't get to leave. You're in my house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. You got close, so close to 5K, I know, right? I would love to try and hit 5K before I go back to work. And I'm very, very close. So if anyone who isn't subscribed that is enjoying the stream, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell and all that fun stuff to not miss the next one. We are getting closer and closer each day to the goal of hitting 5K before I go back to work. And now we have a deadline for that because back to work is now next Monday. So we're going to have to hit the goal quick. Which I think we can do by, you know, just upload a bunch this week. I think we can get there. A couple shorts, couple long form videos. And we can kind of go from there. Just grabbing a bit of gravel so I can section this part off, but there we go. Yeah, 4.93K, so close. I'm going to get everyone I know to sub. Hey man, that would be super helpful if you guys share the stream or share any of my channel stuff. It would definitely help me get there. Okay. Perfect. But yeah, no, that would definitely help. Oh, there's another one down here now. Let's see if we can get the jump on this guy. He's like, where'd it go from? Oh my god. Wish it did more damage, but that's okay. Sponge the walls up. Not quite yet. You remember, you gotta make sure that the source blocks don't just fill it back in again. So just gotta kind of bear with me for a little minute. We'll you know, we'll do this, and we have to do it in little sections, unfortunately, but you know, it's kind of how it goes. There we go. Yeah, I basically just do 5x5 squares and then go around in circles and fill it with sponge. So Jake Stark just followed. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So we'll come down here. Thanks for the new follows, guys. We got a couple new people on Twitch as well. Unknown user is one of them. the only reason I didn't really announce it, because I didn't want it to sound like it was a bot, but that definitely sounds like a bot. Okay. So, just grab some of these Prismarine crystals. Yeah, I keep treating them like they're nothing, but they are kind of an expensive commodity around here. And we'll take a look and see how much of this we have filled in. Yeah, so like we're almost at the halfway mark. Unfortunately, it does look like we were right in our assumption that it is going to be 10 strips. Because this is strip number 4, and number 5 is going to go right through the center of it. So, but strip 5 is one of the easier ones because it doesn't have to go nearly as far down. But let's head down into here. And I think we're going to call it there today, guys. You know, we got a lot done on the build today, for sure. And yeah, for anyone who is just kind of joining now, yeah, no, I did find a job. That place finally called me back after like 2 months of back and forth, and I start on Monday. So the streaming schedule is going to change a little bit. It won't be daily streams anymore, unfortunately, as much as I would like to do that. So again, when I have a better idea of how I'm going to do this, I'll let you know, because I do want the channel to still kind of at least grow, but the main point of the channel wasn't really to grow. It was just to kind of have a chill time and meet people and spread some positivity, you know? So, you know, with that being said, like, I don't really need to stream every single day to spread positivity and, you know, but, yeah, as soon as I know what kind of streaming schedule we're working with, I'll let you guys know. I'm sort of thinking like maybe 2 or 3 times during the week and then once on the weekends, and then somehow sprinkle in some shorts and some long form content here and there just to kind of tide you guys over. And yeah, if you guys have any idea for like what kind of content you want to see out of the channel, I haven't really done long form content in a while because I was doing a lot of Minecraft like tutorials and stuff, but I'm trying to move away from that and more into like actual Minecraft gameplay. So, you know, it's a new sort of chapter for the channel, I guess. Now that we have a bit of a following, I don't need to try and establish as many people to watch. But, you know, I got to start somewhere, so I'm going to try and get some stuff recorded this week and frantically try to edit it in a way where I'm happy with it and upload it to the channel. And then we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, no, I did find a job. Streaming schedule will change. Make sure you join the Discord and follow the community posts to, you know, kind of know what's going on this week. And I'll let you know what's going on. We did really well this stream. We got 116 views and 7 likes, guys. Awesome. Thank you for all the likes. Thanks for all the follows. Thank you for all the concurrent viewers. And thank you for watching. I'm going to go kind of start tackling some of the stuff on my list. I think Trico's tank might be the first thing because she's looking a little smelly. And if you guys don't know, Trico's our gecko. And yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll finish draining the ocean monument and we'll potentially be building the Guardian farm. I haven't decided if I want to tear down the ocean monument or not, but that would kind of make it easier to build the farm, so we'll see. And I do need the Prismarine for the conduits, so. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. And yeah, just once again, thanks guys for watching and keeping up with it, and I will see you tomorrow in the next stream. So goodbye and good night, gamers. I'll see you in the next one.